Hello everyone and welcome to another Dad's Making. I know we're after Christmas now, but I'm keeping in the Christmas spirit. So I'm going to make Spekulatius. So you've probably seen these cookies in Aldi or Lidl sometime around this year. So what are we going to need? We are going to need 500 grams of flour, and you put that aside, 250 grams of brown sugar, 250 grams of butter. If you're using salty butter, please no more salt. If you're using unsalted butter, then you put in a little dash of salt. Then 2 eggs. If you still have some of the Lebkuchen left that we've made in one of our previous episodes, then great. If not, then take a clove and freshly grind it or pound it in a pestle and mortar if you can. If you can't, half a teaspoon at the max of ground clove should be fine. Then 1 tablespoon of cinnamon, half a teaspoon of cardamom, and some baking powder. So first thing that you need is your 250 grams of butter. And then we need our brown sugar. Like I said, we need 250 grams. To turn the scales so that I can put it on. And sometimes you need to adjust your scales back to 0. That's okay. So let's just get some on here. So that's 200. So yeah, 250. A little bit too much, so we'll take out a little bit. That's 300. Let's take out a bit more. Yeah, 250. Now we're at 250. I'll put the sugar to the side. Then we need our Lebkuchen, or like I said, if you have your other spices, separately. So here. So seeing that we need 1 teaspoon of clove, 1 tablespoon of cinnamon, and half a teaspoon of cardamom. You can also just go in with 1 and a bit more, like let's say 2 tablespoons of our Lebkuchen spice. So, and then we add our sugar. And the next step is to beat that foamy, but to save you from having to listen to the sound, I will be right back. So now that we've creamed our butter, eggs, brown sugar, and our spices, next we need our flour. So we need 500 grams of flour. It's best to use, white flour. If you want to use wholemeal, of course you can, but beware, it will change how they taste. So, okay. So flour done. Our flour here. And now we're going to take a teaspoon and put roughly half a teaspoon, like this, maybe, yeah, roughly this, into our flour mixture here. Then we give it a bit of a stir. So, just so that it is incorporated. Okay. If you want to sieve this flour, perfect. If not, that's okay too. If your kids are helping, it's probably easy enough to sift it. If you're doing it by yourself, unless you're using a cake machine, it's probably going to be more of a pain than anything. So you take your batter or your dough, how it is right now, and then you incorporate this using your machine. And to spare you the sound, I'll be right back. So, and once your mixing machine can't really get you any further, like if you're using a cake or a dough machine, then you're probably gonna be, you know, golden. But if you're using a hand mixer without pedals, then there is a limit to what it can do. And then you just use your hands to incorporate all your ingredients by hand. And it is a bit sticky now, so to reduce that, I'm gonna add a little bit more flour. Oops, sorry guys, I didn't mean to shake you. So, just a tad bit more flour to get it less sticky, because we're gonna leave this dough rest for a little bit. If you want, you can leave this dough rest or to be cooled overnight, so that all the spices can develop properly. But you're also welcome to, like, I'm gonna use it straight away. I'm just kneading it through so everything is incorporated, and I'm trying to get everything off the bottom of, not the barrel in this time, but the bottom of my bowl. And like I said, you can totally chill the dough, you know, overnight. Just wrap it in cling foil, or put cling foil over your bowl, and then just leave it to rest, or use it straight away, like I'm going to do in just a moment. So, the next stage, of course, is to roll out our dough. Make sure to preheat your oven at 170 degrees, roughly, and put some parchment or baking paper, more so, on your trays. If you want to do it, you know, straight away with multiple trays, then do. If you want to do it one by one, then just put it on one tray. So, and like I said earlier, let's make sure that we get all our lovely dough out of our bowl. Okay, that's great. Put that to the side. And now I'm just gonna make sure that it is properly ready. And it is, which is nice. So, okay. Then let's make sure our surface area is properly available. Okay. It can be very soft, like you just saw there, like it can be very soft. Then it's probably good to put it into the fridge for a little bit, to harden it up slightly. Window, let me just see. Let's do a tester, huh? What do you guys think, huh? Because we don't make mistakes, like Bob Ross used to say. We just have happy accidents. So as a tester, I'm gonna take off a ball of dough. Just put it here, and just gonna roll it out to roughly half a centimeter or centimeter, as you can see here. So, and then if you have Christmassy shapes, you know, or you've seen them in the shops, they have very specific shapes. If you have those, great. If not, then if you're like me, oh, yeah. Oh, it's fine, as you can see here, you know, I can get it off my surface very easily. And these only take a few minutes time, so in the oven, so make sure, oh shoot. So make sure to keep an eye on it, that they don't burn. And I am going to continue doing this, and then we'll see each other when these babies are out of the oven. So everyone, the Spekulatius are done. As you can see, the amount is actually crazy. It's roughly 60 cookies. And I'm actually really happy the way that they turned out, because it's the first time. As always, I have a few that are a bit lighter, and I've left a few that are a bit darker that reminded me a bit more of the color of what you find in the pack at Aldi or Lidl. Now let's taste, huh? So you can see they're a bit darker. They're a bit dry in the middle, but Spekulatius are actually dry and then really, really dunkable. So that I have my mouth free. I'm gonna put it to the side for now. So, actually just want to say, have fun making these because they taste really great. Once they're done, just leave them probably for a day or two so that all the flavors can develop. And then, you know, dig into the lovely goodness that is the Spekulatius cookie. And as always, follow me on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter. Like and subscribe and hit the little bell on YouTube. So I think like is around here somewhere, subscribe probably there, and the bell there or so. And head on over to Patreon and maybe donate a $5 my way. I'm going to restructure Patreon a little bit when it comes to the tiers, because you know it's the first time I'm doing these things, so bear with me. But a $5 would help me greatly and maybe hurt you not a lot or at all, and it'll keep everything here going. So thank you everyone for listening, thank you everyone for watching, have fun baking, and Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, depending on when you're watching this. Happy New Year from myself, Steve, the dad, to all of you dads and non-dads and daddy-os and whatnots. And yeah, have a brilliant 2021. Peace. I'm out.